we have found that in this particular village, the people are working and people are very dominant about their caste. I mean, if there is a journal community, if there is Thakur community, if there is scheduled caste community, so they are very, uh, uh, I mean, they don't feel bad about who they are. They are more dominant enough. If any scheduled caste person's marriage is going on, they used to carry Gautam Buddha's photo in their hand, and they used to show that this is my particular identity. I am not getting, offended, or I'm not getting afraid of this. Any kind of upper caste people. And next slide. Back. Can you get back? The sanitation purpose has been. So. The water quality of this particular village is different altogether. The water is having huge amount of TDS because of the geographical location of Rajasthan, as well as the Aravali villages, and the village was situated just behind of the mountain ranges. So the TDS content was high, and the water, the water was coming to our household with the help of taps, and it came around two in the midnight as well. As well, one person used to come, he used to blow the whistle, and everyone used to roam around the village and they used to fill their buckets. Next slide. So here we are in the Sarkari school of that particular village. She is the lady. She is working around 10 years. She is the government employee of the of this particular school in the Birla village, and she was the principal. And she was one of the most, kindest women which we have found in this particular village. She is the woman who was, quite motivating enough. She also motivated the students of that particular village, and she was very confident that she can bring the change in this particular village. As well as in this particular village, we have found that in that school, science and commerce streams were not taught. And we were shocked enough, and this is the reason there was a huge dropout of students, because they used to go to the private schools, because this government school is not working in that particular way for the education of science and commerce, and people used to prefer private school. I don't know why, but that's a different issue. Next slide. So talking about the cropping patterns, the geographical situation of this village is some sort of dry climate, and so we found that those crops were grown which are not used to absorb water. We can say that the less water absorbent crops of bajra, mustard, onion, as well as wheat. So if we analyze we have talked to some people, they used to tell that their revenue from per bigha of a crop. This is an example. This data might differ from crops to crops. So 15,000 across 15,000 rupees were they get the revenue of it, as well as share cropping pattern is mostly prevalent in every village. 3/4 of the income is to take by the person who is having the his field, and 1/4 is for the laborers who used to work in the field. And there is an issue in the can you get that? There is a issue in the field, that because the water is very costly in Rajasthan, and so I'm not getting the correct word, but the extraction cost is very high, so that's why the farming capacity or farming ability is very low. Excellent. So this is the focus group discussion which we have done in the village. We have done the SHG 6 FGD in the village, as well as there's 10 SHGs in the village working right now under the organization, and this data is incorrect. It is not 24%, it is 2%. The SHG used to grant loans to the female who are joined in the SHG at the 2% rate, so that they can they pay off very well or very wisely, so that they cannot get financially burdened enough. As well as we were living with our host family, and she was also a part of SHG, and her name was Veena, and she was Krishi Sakhi, and she used to motivate the females of that particular village, as well as there is agriculture support. Krishi Vikas Kendra is very far away from that particular village, but I think that it was far away, but the workers or the farmers of that particular village were very confident enough. They are working very hard, and the time when we reached to the village, everyone was growing onion in the in their fields, and they were working. They are earning very high. Next slide. So they're talking about the festivals in that particular village. Govardhan Puja, Diwali, Navratri was celebrated very vibrantly. And the social issues were very different altogether. I mean, we didn't found that we found that child marriage was prevalent there, as well as alcoholism. Every place, I mean, if you walk 50 meters, you will find the liquor shop, illegal liquor shop. I mean, everyone was drunk. Mostly in Rajasthan, liquor is very easily available. It's not like any other state. But we have found this was our finding. Gambling was very prevalent altogether. People were playing tash every time, as well as migration is very prominent because the main focus of that particular village was mining. Mining got over. Everyone used to get to the Jaipur for the mining purpose, and from the mining they used to get a very severe disease known as silicosis and bronchitis. I mean, people used to die in very early age, in the age of in the work span of 5 to 6 years. The lungs used to get damaged, and then in the family which we were living in, his husband as well as his other family members died of this particular disease, as well as in this particular village there is a Sat Khambon Ki Khan, which we will show in further slides. Next slide. So governance was very different altogether. I mean, you have watched this Panchayat web series. In this particular village, there is Panchayat Bidya. The Bidya was studying in Jaipur, and his father was working as a Panchayat. The governor of that particular village, the Panch of the particular village, as well as very different altogether. I mean, the livelihood and the work has been done on the roads and water infrastructure development, as well as for the livelihood of the person. So, 20 seconds. And we just recommend that. Can you get that? But we recommend that water and employment issues is one of the most prominent issues of this particular village. Next slide. So key findings of this village is this village is prominently ruled by the SHGs, as well as major problem was unemployment, some sort of sanitation, and child marriage and domestic violence was we found that because one day we were found that there was a male and there was a female, and they were talking all together, and the female parents come and they hit hard to the male and uske haath pair tod diye, and this was the huge amount of crime we have saw in this village, as well as Krishi Vikas came this very far away, and health services is very it's not good because in this village we don't have very nearest hospital, as well as waste management is also poor because people used to burn their waste. Vishal, can you carry on?
Hello. So our theme paper topic was analyzing the micro loans that have been provided in the SHG. So today I am going to give you the very valuable insight about the SHG. Whenever you know about the SHG, you come across women empowerment and all, but today you will get something. So we have to analyze the SHG on 3 parameters. First is the poverty elevation, very big their motivation. Another is members productivity. Third one is the financial independence of the women who are enrolled in the SHG. So to go into these parameters, we have divided this study into 3 parts. 3 objectives, I would say. First objective was